Good morning. The Eagles make a trade. Devonta's on the rise, and AJ's on the move. Let's talk about it. Wake up. But first, let's hear what Acho has to say about the situation.
Howie, just do it already. Eagles acquire Dontavius Wicks. I love it. I love it. I love it. 6'1" and a quarter, about 205 and change, 11 touchdowns in 2 years. Many people would suggest he might have been the most talented of that dynamic group of Packers receivers. But if the Eagles are going to acquire Wicks and give him a $12.5 million extension, the question is simple. Can he be wide receiver number 2? Well, why the hell is that the question? Because can Devonta Smith be wide receiver 1? You are not acquiring a wide receiver 3 and giving him $13 million. It's just not what's happening. What you are doing is acquiring a wide receiver 2, giving him $13 million, seeing if Devonta Smith can be your number 1, because A.J. Brown, you might part ways with him. But Howie, if you gon' do it, stop teasing the Eagles fans. Just do it already. I love the acquisition of Wicks. We'll see what happens with A.J.
How about our quarterback? How about our quarterback? I'm your quarterback. He's a stud. He is a stud. I knew he was going to play that way. I knew it. Don't doubt him. All he does
I'm
is
bird
win.
game 31 and I'm fly like an eagle. Hit him low, hit him high like the Eagles. Catch me on a podcast and we only talking Eagles. Dallas still sucks and ain't nothing like the Eagles. I'm one O-line, Jalen Hurts top 5. Run it like Saquon, like I'm down Queen. Always open AJ, touchdown, say. Strap him up like the Jean, sack him up, Zach Bond. On the road to victory, yeah. We gon' watch your Eagles fly. Hit him low, hit him high. Hit him low, hit him low, hit him high. We gon' hit him low, we gon' hit him high. We gon' hit him low, we gon' hit him high. We gon' hit him low, we gon' hit him high. We gon' Bird Gang 31 is a host, man. Bringing Eagles to your door like the postman. Make some noise if you a real Birds fan. Make some noise if you a real Hurts fan. Yeah.
Good morning, Philadelphia. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great morning. Good morning, Philly. Good morning, Philly. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning with Bird Game. We're going to talk some Philly Eagles news today. It's going to be awesome. The Eagles have made it a trade, guys. The Eagles have made it a trade. But first, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get this nation up, man. Also, we got a new website out, Bird Game Superfan. Bird Game Nation Superfans. It's the best website ever for Eagles fandom, man. It has everything on it from, freaking updated content to games, trivia, trading cards, freaking locations where all the best tailgates are, all the best food is, everything like that. So, betting, dating, it has everything, man. We worked hard on this, shout out to Manus, Meta, Facebook, and Instagram just bought Manus, and let me tell you, that thing is amazing. So shout out to Manus, man. But let's get to this Eagles talk, guys. Let's get to this Eagles talk. We are here this morning. Sorry I missed a couple of mornings, but we got some breaking news, Eagles. Okay, so from Adam Schefter, the Green Bay Packers are trading wide receiver Dontavius Wicks to the Philadelphia Eagles in exchange for a 2026 fifth-round pick and a 2027 sixth-round pick. Wicks will sign a one-year, $12.5 million extension with the Eagles per his agent. You know what I'm saying? So, what does this mean to you, Philadelphia? First off, shout out to Wicks, man. I like Wicks. I love the way he was playing over there in Green Bay. They had a lot of young studs over there playing football in Green Bay. So, some games Wicks go off, some games Reed, some games, last year's a lot of crap. He's still young, about to be 25, and I think that's good trade value, fifth round pick this year, next year, like seventh round pick, whatever. That's really, really good, man. Howie Roseman made a really good move. But everybody knew this was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knew this was coming when we picked up Mannion. Mannion needed somebody from his system on our roster that was good, that can help these other receivers understand what Mannion's vision is for this football team, and also to bring familiarity to the system. You know, help out guys like Jalen Hurts already knowing what the bubbles are, you know, the open spaces is, and how to really work this system out. So shout out to Mannion because we're starting to see Mannion grow this football team and his, you know, vision and his likeness. Because Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, uh, Wicks, these are all talented, prove it type players. You know what I'm saying? Prove it type players. Like they all got something to prove. They all, you know, were first round picks, high round picks, and they all got something to prove. And now, you know, this tells me one thing. And we've been talking about this all off season. If you've been watching my videos, if you've been watching, you know, my shows, I told you, when are the Eagles going to let Devonta cook? When are the Eagles going to let Devonta Cook become the best receiver in football? And I think it's now, this season, y'all. All the speculation, you know, you got everybody talking about, oh, Diana Racine over there with Vayro. What does this mean? Is she pushing the narratives to get the freaking, you know, trade to come down a little bit? You know, is she really trying to work? I don't care about none of that. A.J. Brown is gone. I repeat, Eagles Nation, A.J. Brown is gone. Whether it's during the trade, because you know Howie Roseman like to make trades on draft day or after June 1st when the contract comes down. You know, I'm not sure exactly which way it's going to go. I'll personally prefer, if he can do it, to do it for the draft. Could you imagine getting another first round pick for A.J. Brown, you know, in this year's draft? That would be awesome for Eagles Nation. I'm telling you, that would be awesome. So I think that's what I would do if I was Howie Roseman. Go ahead and get it done. You're the king of the cap. You can, you know, maneuver numbers and make the cap situation a lot better than what you need it to be whenever you want to, you know. So that's what I'm saying about that. You know, like this shows that it's Smitty's team. It's Smitty's team. It's Smitty's time to shine. You know what I'm saying? It's Smitty's time to shine. You know, it's time for Smitty to go to the Pro Bowl. It's time for Smitty to get all pros. It's time for Smitty to be considered elite. We drafted him like 5 years ago. How much longer did you want to, you know, let the best college football receiver, you know, coming out, sit there and play second fiddle? It was a good show. And trust me, if AJ wasn't the way he was, if AJ Brown was cool, you know, not causing any drama, I would want this, you know, marriage to last forever with him and Smitty. You know, Batman and Robin forever. But it seems like the last couple of years he hasn't been happy. It's time for him to go. And it's time for the Eagles to let Devonta shine. Now, that being said, I'm going to say this to you. I don't believe this is going to be, you know, your traditional, we got 1A and 1B, you know, we're going to feature both of these cats, you know, to see, you know, like make sure they get equal targets, equal everything. And I don't think they're going to put everything all on one or two receivers. I think Mannion's going to come bring that Green Bay Packers style offense to Philadelphia. I'm talking about where you don't know which receiver is about to go off. It's pick your poison. We got fresh legs on both sides, you know, of the line. Pick your poison. Even tight end, Dallas Goedert, big year this year. You know, this is about to be a spread out offense. What we've been waiting for. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot better for Jalen Hurts. Guys, Jalen's about to have, he's grown every single season, but Jalen Hurts is about to have the best season ever by Eagles quarterback. Jalen Hurts might even win MVP this year. The way Mannion is structuring this offense, speed, We got to get a little bit more size, route running, preciseness with Devonta Smith. Hollywood Brown going to be stretching the field. You're going to have Elijah Moore and freaking Wicks, just manhandling the slot. Both of them on the field when you got 4 receiver sets. That's going to be dangerous out there, straight up. And if I'm Howie Roseman, I'm finding a way to draft Sadid from Oregon. That is the pick. Everybody was talking about the Eagles, and I really think the Eagles are just pushing up the receiver factor because they want, a receiving weapon. Doesn't necessarily mean, receiver. You're talking about everybody on Jordan Tyson. This guy is hurt. His hamstrings are burnt. Why would you want to waste a first-round pick on a guy like that? Now, if Tate or Lemon somehow slip, boom, there you go. Especially Lemon from USC. I'm always down with the Trojans, baby. Any Trojan player on the team is always good with me. But I don't think you should go that route anymore. I think you should let these guys prove what they want to prove. And that's that they can make plays in the NFL at a high level. Hollywood Brown said you will remember him by the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are ready to ball out, and I think you go get Sadiq. You got to realize the Packers last year, right? The Packers ran a lot of 12 and 13 personnel. They had a lot of, tight ends making plays over there. Kraft was their leading receiver. He had the most yards, I believe, before he got hurt. He was actually one of the best receivers in a whole NFL last year before he got hurt. And the offense ran through him. So why not pair up with Dallas Goedert on his last year, a new rookie, talented, big physical receiver. Probably got to clean up his run blocking a little bit, but the guy's electric on the football field. The guy makes plays. He's a big body. Like, we need to get Sadiq because now you're talking double tight end sets. SMITTY, sometimes no bad. SMITTY over there, Hollywood Brown over there stretching the field. Either Wicks or Elijah Moore in the slot. Destroying defenses, carving them up. These are going to be, I keep telling you guys, think back to every time we lost to Tampa Bay, right? Every time we lost to Tampa Bay, it was one of those games where it's like we had good pass rush, but it couldn't get there in time. Teams with like Tampa Bay, the Patriots with Brady, those teams that hike the ball, boom, 2 seconds out. Doing precise, dink and dunk kind of situation, take your shots whenever they're open type offense, man. It's going to be exciting, I really feel like, here in Philadelphia this year, and I'm excited. Let me get some of this coffee this morning. I got to get my Starbucks. Starbucks coffee, the home kind. They have a lot of great flavors. Your cold from Aldi's, get you some nice creamer. It's all good. But what do you guys think about it? How do you guys feeling about it? Let's see what we got going on here. He says, A.J. Brown was hating on SMITTY last season, but SMITTY was doing good the first 4 to 5 games of the season. A.J. started to complain about not getting his touches. I would love to keep A.J. if his attitude changed about not being selfish. I believe A.J. is gone. Time for SMITTY to handle his business. Go Birds. Shout out to you, Jerry, on the Facebook community. Hey, I'm with you right now. I'm with you 100%. You know what I'm saying? It's time for SMITTY to handle his business. He's been chilling, cool, calm, collected in the back. He got the ball. He didn't get the football. No matter what. SMITTY wasn't saying nothing. They were trying to bait him. He came out to press conference trying to bait him to, have him say something, and he'll take full responsibility. I should have got open. I should have did my thing. I do agree with you when you say A.J. Brown, if he didn't have the attitude problem, I would love to keep A.J. Brown too. But that's not the case. SMITTY was balling for 4 or 5 games last year where you see SMITTY really lighting it up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was just like, oh, I can't wait till A.J. get back. But what were all those haters that said, oh, SMITTY can't go against number 1? You know where those guys were at when he was balling last season when AJ wasn't there, or even when AJ was playing half-ass. Smitty's been consistent every single year, getting better. You know what I'm saying? It's not his rookie season no more. Everybody needs to forget that. Oh, what we've seen him do. You heard the best cornerback in football say, Smitty is the best, teammate ever playing with. One of the hardest people he's ever faced. You know what I'm saying? And that's Pat Pete, number one. Okay? Smitty is about to light the league up. It's his time. He's about to light this league up, guys. Him and Jalen got an amazing relationship, too. You don't see them beefing on the sideline. Jalen's about to throw the ball to his brother. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood Brown's going to be open up, stretching up the field. Jalen's going to be picking these defenses apart, man. I feel really good about the situation. I like what they're doing. Like I said, though, I would go out there against the deed in this draft and call it a day. The offense will be done. We have freaking 2 great receiving tight ends. We have a superstar in Smitty. We have 3, if you want to throw, Darius Cooper in there, Jr. in there. 3, 4 receivers trying to prove something. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get their thing right in this type of offense. And I think this type of offense that really allows these guys to do it. You guys need to erase the offenses from the past that we've been running. And you guys should really embrace this change. When you run offenses like this, you do not need 2 number ones. You need a number 1, a good number 2, and some role players. Like a good basketball team. Like the Jordan era days. Jordan, Pippen, then you had Rodman, Paxson, Cartwright. You know what I'm saying? All the role players. And that's what the Philadelphia Eagles is turning this offense into. And I love it. And I love it. I love it, guys. I think it's going to be exciting football again. Saquon Barkley will get busy again. If you don't get Sadid, I'm talking to him, let's go get a lineman then. Because it's about the trenches. That is what makes and breaks football teams. You got to have an awesome offensive line. And you got to have an awesome defensive line. And y'all heard my talks about the defensive line already. But this offensive line was the main reason this offense struggled last year. We got to call a spade a spade. It was. There's no other reason out there. They were hurt. They all went overseas and got all these special treatments to make sure that they're playing this year. Landon shortened his deal to make sure he plays this year and gets paid because he's on his way out the door. We got to start building those trenches back up in this draft. Now, there is some good players out there in the second, third round, too, that are offensive linemen that I would love to pick up, too, as well. But you need to make a decision because AJ's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that decision's just got made for sure. What up, Richard? How you doing today, my guy? Smash that like. Good morning, my guy. Good morning. How you feeling about this AJ Brown? Yeah, I mean, this Wicks move, Smitty being number 1, and AJ leaving. You guys drop it in the chat for me, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow button, wherever you at. We're live on X, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. We are everywhere right now. We need you guys to hit that like. I love my coffee in the morning, guys. He said it was bound to happen. It definitely was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just getting too much, man. This off season, you could say it was all distractions, to keep everybody off what Mannion should be doing and what Mannion's going to be doing. But all you've heard was praise from everybody, even Jalen Hurts. All you've heard was good stuff about Mannion. So to be worried about that, something must be wrong with you. This guy is ready. Everybody talking about, just because 2 times, maybe more than 2 times, but, recently 2 times the Eagle, hired within and promoted first-time play callers, the team sucked, right? But the 2 times first-time, play callers and the team didn't hire within. It worked out. Andy Reid didn't call plays until he came to the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid didn't do it. So we got to stop with this, let the man cook. Right now, the way he's building his team, man, look at our running backs, guys. Our running backs. You know what I'm saying? Saquon, Tank. Who was it? Pierce we picked up from the Texans? Like, all with things to prove. Saquon wants a better year. Tank wants the ball more because he showed that he can be a beast in the backfield. And Pierce shows that he still got talent, baby. He's still ready to rock and roll. So the way they're really shaping up this offense, I say we got to crack Calcaterra back, right? Go get Sadiq. He says, I like the pickup from the Packers. Yeah, it was a great pickup, man. Like, I think, we don't, like I said, we don't need a superstar there. We just need someone that's good to do their position, do their job. No more whining. These guys are coming in. Even him, Wick got signed $12.5 million. That's not no receiver 3 money. You know what I'm saying? $12.5 million is not no receiver 3 money. It's not even receiver 4 money if you want to be, exact. What if Hollywood Brown shows up and shows out? He's good. They're going to be fighting for that spot. Especially right now while AJ's still on the team. If he stays on the team, which I'm telling you is not happening. He said, I believe Devonta Smith is bound for all pro season. There you go. There you go, Richard. That's what I'm telling people. That's what I've been trying to tell people for months. It's Smitty time. This is Smitty season. He's about to show up and show out. The Eagles seen what Njigba did over there in Seattle. The way he runs routes. And we know we got the coldest route runner in the league. It's about to go down in Philly. I'm telling you, it's about to go down. Smitty All-Pro. Smitty Pro Bowl. Smitty might be the best receiver in the league this year. Think about the progression. Same as Alabama. Come to the team, load the receivers, wait your turn. When it's your turn, you shine. Only one out of them to win the Heisman. Get drafted by the Eagles. Have your rookie year. I think he broke the Eagles receiving record, right? Rookie record. Go get A.J. Brown. Play second fiddle. Stats, 2,000-yard seasons. It's time for him to shine. I'm talking about putting up huge numbers this year. That's what I think it's about to happen for, Smitty. He said, Smitty is very humble and mature. He has a Heisman Trophy. You have no complaints for him. Shake my head. Yeah, no drama, man. It's earned. If you want something good in life, you got to earn it. You got to earn it in all aspects. It's not just about training. AJ changed his ass off. I believe this is the best thing for AJ to get traded. I believe when I say Devonta Smith is going to be the best receiver in football and, put up these historical numbers this year, I'm saying his competition will probably be A.J. Brown. Yeah, because he's going to be a man on a tear too. He's going to be a man on a tear. That's why if you've been watching my shorts, shout out to you guys, Ben. Those numbers looking good. They both going to light it up this year. My videos, it's going to be what they both need in their career at this moment. AJ's not getting any younger. Neither is Devonta. They're in the prime of their career. They both want to be considered great, and they both deserve to be considered great. This is no slap, towards AJ. It's a dog. You want to keep a dog on your team, but if he's not happy, that is a cancer. And we do not need that after the season we had last year. It's time to get back to form. It's time to be the best team in football again. It's time to make the NFL bow down again in a way we've never seen. Since Nick's been here, we've been saying this. There's something missing about this offense. Why every Sunday I can go see the Green Bay Packers or the Kansas City Chiefs or the Bengals, even if we want to talk about teams that suck, the Bengals, hell, sometimes the Browns, Tampa Bay, Miami. All these teams look exciting on offense. All of them. Except for the Philadelphia Eagles, win or lose. Even when we were winning. The Super Bowl run was exciting because Saquon Barkley was breaking off 60-yard runs left and right. He was a cheat code on Madden. That's why, we won that Super Bowl. No one else really had to do nothing. Saquon was on a mission to make them pay. And I'm telling you right now, AJ's going to be on that same mission when he gets traded. But Smitty's going to be on that mission too. And it's not the person that speaks the loudest. It's the one that moves in silence. And that's what Smitty's been doing this whole time. Moving in silence. And it's his time to shine. And I think he's about to answer the bell like none other. He's always so open. Without A.J. Brown there, we kept saying both of these guys getting 1,000 yards. Take away the other production. And I won't say match it side by side, but take about half AJ's production. And then you're going to sprinkle the other half of that in between your tight ends, your new acquisitions that you got, the Hollywood Browns on balls, the Wiggs, the Elijah Moore if he makes the team, that type of stuff. That's what you're going to be spreading around to. But even if you take another, that's 15, 16, maybe even a 1,700-yard season. That's Devonta Smith getting 100 catches in a season. You know what I'm saying? That's Smitty getting double-digit touchdowns in a season. And that's what we want in Philadelphia. Let the men that earned it get his, glory. I'm tired of hearing, can Smitty even go against number ones? Can Smitty even go against number ones? Like you ain't been watching football. Like you ain't been seeing Smitty out there dogging people. Sideline catches. Over the top. In tight spaces. Toe tapping. Come on. Keep it real. Smitty's been a beast. He's about to get let go. The beast's about to come out. And Smitty's about to roar all over this NFL. I'm telling you, secondary, number one corners, watch out this year. Hey, I want to see, did I even leave the picture up of the schedule? Oh, I took it down. But even thinking about the schedule, that's what really made me take a deep dive into seeing what number one corners we even got to go against. That's off rip. What number one corner in the division are you worried about, Smitty King? Toast. I'll wait. Name one. One of them. One of them that you think Smitty will get locked down by. I'll wait. So division on lock. Boom. First time since 2004. We about to go back to back to back. Three-peat on them. Division champs. Boom. Okay? Now one corner in our own division. You can say can lock down Smitty. No number one corner division. Argue me if you think I'm lying. What did he say here? He says, are you going to Eagles versus Jacksonville game? I'm 1 hour from Jacksonville. I'll be there. You know what? I'm going to see about that. We'll see what time, when that's scheduled. Because I do want to go down to Florida and watch some football down there. I'll let you know, though. He goes, Smitty is an excellent route runner. All Alabama receivers are great at it. That's true. Think about some of the best. Some of the best all come from Maryland. Judy's good. You know what I'm saying? He's a good route runner. Really, he's a good route runner. Devontae. Waddle's a good route runner. There's some good route runners from Alabama, dude. You know what I'm saying? There's some really good ones that came from Alabama. But like I said, it's his time. But don't be expecting, like, you're going to be mad, dude, nation. You're going to be mad. You're gonna be mad as hell, actually. You know, because that was also going to mean you're gonna have to see AJ ball out this year. And anytime we have a down game, you're gonna be like, "Oh, see, AJ's over there balling. We should have never traded him. AJ's over there. You see, we should have never traded him. Eagles are so dumb." After one game, that's what you're gonna hear. I'm telling you, he's gonna be on a mission, dude. He's gonna tear it up too. So be prepared to know that how he's doing what he gotta do to make sure it's not gonna be a problem. But the other side of that story is AJ is about to light the league up too. Both Smitty and AJ both about to torch this league. They both want to be number one. They both work hard to be number one. And I think they both will put out performances this year. Smitty number one because he's on the Birds. AJ be right there. Be right there. How y'all feeling about it though? How y'all feeling about it? Another thing is too, another guy that I think really gonna do great things is Hollywood. Hollywood Brown, man. I said it before too. I love my coffee in the morning. People got to realize early, Quez Watkins, early in the Nick era. Why do you think Quez is still on the team? He don't play, obviously. Why do you think he's still on the team? And why do you think the first 2 years everybody's like, come on, Quez, he was making plays, then he started getting the drop C's, and everybody like, hey, why we still got Quez for? What he's still out there for? It was for one reason only. You cannot teach speed. You cannot teach speed. Quez is a burner. Why do you think he's still on the practice team for first team defenses? Because he's a burner. He's going against R1s, probably torturing him in practice sometime. Obviously not good enough to play it because he had his time already. But that stresses the defense out so bad, having that kind of speed. And Hollywood got that speed, man. Every team he's been on, you've seen it. You know what I'm saying? You see the speed. Hollywood's a burner. You know? Over there on the Chiefs, toasting dudes. Patty used to love throwing it up to Hollywood Brown. You know what I'm saying? So, Jalen's going to love it too. And with Devonta just carving up a team, man, you're going to have to eventually put double coverage on him. I'm saying it's going to be that good, guys. You're going to have to put up double coverage on Devonta Smith. If you do it for Jackson Smith, there's a lot of little receivers out there that light people up that you got double coverage. You know what I'm saying? And Devonta, it's going to torture him, dude. He's going to torture him. That's going to leave Goddard. That's going to leave Hollywood Brown open a lot. Gallard, that middle of the field, you know. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce. Look at guys like Kittle, where they stay over the middle of the field all the time. Kittle's most of his yards come from post routes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a burner going deep, so everybody got to respect that. He's going over the cross. Star players coming underneath. Somebody's getting torched. You know, that's why we wanted this style offense to begin with, Eagles. We've been crying for this style offense. We've been begging for this style offense to be here. And it's finally here. So whatever we think we know, you know, about what's coming, just know one thing. It's going to be different. You've heard Jeffrey say it's going to be different. You heard Nick say it's going to be different. Obviously, good plays that worked before, we're going to keep. Obviously. That's easy. You always keep your best and keep growing. But I don't think it's going to be a situation where we always knew, even in the beginning of that Kellen Moore year, that Nick had his hands. He was dibbling-dabbling in that playbook. Some of those games early, it was like that was still Nick's offense. That was still Nick's, stranglehold on the offense. He still wanted to put his 2 cents in tight. It took that bye week. Remember, I think week 4, week 5, where they let Kellen do his thing. We started running the football, and we started winning. That's what we do. We run the football, guys. We're a football run first team. Why do you think we got a running quarterback? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather have a running quarterback that wins football games, that's been to 2 Super Bowl in 5 years, been an All-Pro, 3 Pro Bowls, Super Bowl MVP. I'd rather have that running quarterback than a 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson. They can't do nothing in the playoffs. That has not brought Baltimore 0 championships. This is not an individual stats game, guys. Wake up. We play football, the ultimate team sport. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate team sport. So you need a team to win, but you need the captain to be able to lead that team. That's what we got. Jalen Hurts, the #1 Eagles quarterback ever. And I love Randall Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen's the best. The only one to do it. Start and win a Super Bowl. Been there twice. Lit it up twice. I don't care about regular season stats anymore. It's about what can you do in the playoffs. And my quarterback's never missed the playoffs, whether he lost the first round or not. He's never not been there. 3 division championships, my guy. Jalen's that dude. Don't let any of these guys get it twisted. Have your faith worry about RQB1. Goats won't want to surround themselves with him. Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Jerry Rice. He's around all the GOATs for a reason. Because they see and they know he belongs there and his career's not even almost over yet. He's just in his prime. He's gotten better every single year, and things that y'all thought that he was never going to get better in. Another player that's going to have an awesome season this year is Jalen Alexander Hurts. MVP season. Because I think they said Randall had an MVP, but it wasn't with the Eagles. He had that with Minnesota. We're about to have a quarterback get the MVP, starting Super Bowl MVP and Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. Pass down. He's got to run a little bit more this year. He got to run a little bit more. I ain't going to lie on that. He does got to run a little bit more, but that's about it. Keep the defense honest. This ain't about you having to run. You got 3 badass running backs back there. Let them rock. Let them do their thing. Run when you need to break down the defense. When defense are playing tight, loosen them motherfuckers up. Excuse me. Sorry for cussing so early this morning. But loosen them up. But that's it. We're not asking you to be a Lamar Jackson. We're not asking you to just run around all the damn time. This offense is going to be built in a way where you will be seeing them stretching, bootlegs. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see them get out there, right side, left side. But it's going to be all in design. We're going to see the offense we've been waiting for, guys. I am so excited. So excited. The offense we've been dying to see is finally going to be here. And it's not even done yet. We still got the draft. We still got the second free agency wave. And we still got trades. The season's just started, Philly. And this team is already looking unstoppable, I'm telling you. We didn't really need much. Do we need a safety? Yes, we do. Cooper should be nice. there again, there's a couple of these young bucks that might be in the second, third round we can go draft. We ain't got to go get a first round safety, guys. There's going to be some safeties cut after the draft. Some veterans cut after the draft. Some people we might not even know were available after the draft. That may be how he makes a move for. So teams are going to be trying to get more draft capital for next year. There's a lot of dynamic players. They said the draft's a lot more heavier in talent. Every now and then that's how the draft works. A lot more heavier, where they predict a lot more heavier draft with a lot more deeper and greater level talents, especially like quarterback position and whatnot like that. But Howie's playing chess, and the rest of the league is still playing checkers. And then they go get their chessboard. They go get a tutor. Teach me. Everybody's plucking Howie's disciples now. Look at Howie's tree. Howie's disciples. But none of them are Howie Roseman. None of them changed the game like Howie. There's been great GMs before. But this guy always seems to be one step ahead of everybody. One step ahead of everybody else. He knew this A.J. Brown thing was coming. He knew it. He knew all this already. But what Howie does, he's always given the benefit of the doubt. If A.J. would have got his act together, played hard, made those catches in the playoffs, did what he had to do. Oh, if you're the number one receiver in football, that means you're a game changer. Go change the game, win these football games. We would have won another Super Bowl. And it's not all on AJ. I know the Lions saying. That's what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? How you see Puka take over a game. When Nakua with the Rams. When the Rams need Puka, Puka gets open. Triple team him, double team him. It don't matter. He gets open. Yes, he's a little bit taller than AJ, but in terms of physicality, no one's supposed to be as physical as AJ. But Puka can get open. Smith and Jigba, same thing. Get open. Yeah, he's a better route runner, but AJ's not a bad route runner too. He's good. So if you're going to say to these guys, you can do these things, do it. The good ones do. Doesn't matter who's guarding them. The best cornerback in the league, not. You're getting toasted. I'm the best. I can't be stopped. He didn't show that last year. He will show that this year. So, he said, I believe Hollywood and Wicks will be rotational. Yeah, of course. But we're not going to have the same vanilla offense anymore either. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to have this vanilla, predictable offense where everybody for a couple of years now been saying, how many times you heard, oh, yeah, we know what they're about to do. We knew what they were about to do before they did it. It was so easy to play the Eagles because we already knew what was going on. That's all dead. No more of that. It's about to be a season where it's going to be so dynamic because not knowing is way stronger than knowing. It's just like us, we assume we know what's about to come with this offense. It could be something even more incredible. How do you think the rest of the league is doing? It's not like he just went out and got Packer coaches. Look at all the different talent that he brought in his coaching staff. Coaches from the Colts, from the Packers, from Tampa Bay, all disciples of the Shanahan, style offense, the McVay tree, Matt McDaniel's tree style offense, but they were from different teams inside. So you get to get all the variations of each team, inside one building on one staff. Like, if it was all just Packers, he just went over there, hey, guys, you assistant coordinators want to get a promotion, come over with me in Philly. We're gonna change things. We're gonna go do something different. Come on, guys. I'm gonna bring all you guys with me, type thing. If it's one of those things, we'll be worried. We should be worried. But when he did it this time, he set himself up with all, head coach, coordinator, caliber coaches from different schemes to implement different things. They all were candidates to even be the head coach, they said. Because they all had different ways they seen how this offense could be a lot better than what it is. We've seen it, but they all seen it. So he's like, hey, Manning's our guy. And Manning's like, hey, from what you told me about this, you coming with me. Hey, you, I like what you're doing. Think about those teams. The Colts run the ball good. They made Danny Food Stamps look like an MVP for most of the season last year. Packers, the Packers. Love needs to step up. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield's been a beast. Even the year that Grizzard was calling the plays. These are all McVay Rams, Shanahan Niners. These systems are all systems that ball on offense, that have good tight ends. Some of the best tight ends in the league. The teams that's hard to know what players actually going to light it up for the day. Think about it. That year that Saquon went 2000, Jacobs had what? 13? Number 3 in rushing. All those receivers had like 900 yards apiece. Love looked like a saint, but he chokes in the playoffs, man. They don't have the gene. That's our quarterback. Jalen Hurts is that dude. He's that dude. He's about to ball out. And I can't wait to just sit back and laugh at all the haters after this season. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Because he's proved everything you guys said he couldn't. From the percentages. It's like everybody cried about how he ran the ball too much. And he couldn't throw the football. All his percentage numbers go up. He stopped running the football. And everybody's still hating on the man. What? Don't worry about that. Howie Roseman had bad guys. He put that hit out on her. You know what I'm saying? He put that hit out on hers. He said, y'all need to spike this guy up because I respect him. I can't be going to him in his face. I don't want him to feel any kind of way. Not saying my boy's soft, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to do it the smart way. Dom, go let him know what we said. Dom went over there, hey, Jalen Hurts, blah, blah, blah. Put it out in the media. It blows up. Jalen's chilling with Michael Jordan. I'm selfish. I can't throw the football. George's like, don't even trip. Just show him. You're the face of my brand. You're the face of my brand. Go ahead and just show him this year. Motivation. Everybody know Jalen plays better when he's motivated. The more you talk about the man, the more you doubt the man, the more he shows up, shows out, and balls out. He can do things that your quarterback can't do. He has records your quarterbacks don't have. He got a ring your quarterback that you love don't have, unless you're talking about Patty Mahomes. Maybe Matt Stafford, but he's at the end of his career. If you're talking about all those young bucks you wish you had instead of my quarterback's young too. Talk to me. Y'all been doubting this man his whole damn life, and he's been proving you wrong his whole damn life. He's getting better every year. This team's about to be dynamic. We're about to show up and show out for show. So, I'm just telling you guys, be on the lookout for Devonta Smith being the best receiver in football. Be on the lookout for this offense looking like a normal NFL offense, not this child, playground BS that you're wondering why the quarterback's changing the play every damn play because what you just told him was absolutely garbage. We're about to have a real offense ran the right way by one man, Sean Mannion. We're about to light this team on fire. And yes, like I said, number one, SMITTY. SMITTY, Hurts, Saquon, and a tight end are all going to the Pro Bowl. All pro team. That's what I'm going to say to you. All those players are going Pro Bowl, all pro team this year. This is way too early. I'm letting you know. Another one of these is coming back to Philly. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow button wherever you guys are at. Good morning, Eagles. Just want to get on here and talk with you guys before we, start our work day. Well, some of you guys are already at work, but it's been great. I love you guys. Like I said, go support the channel. Go hit YouTube, follow, post notification bells. Make sure your notification bell is turned on. Go follow on all the social media platforms and check out the best new Eagles website ever built. Go to your search engine, type in birdgangnation.vip because we are all Eagles VIPs. Go check it out. I'm telling you, once you check it out, once you see all the features it has, you'll never want to go anywhere else. And it's only getting better. It just started, a week ago, about a week ago. Website's still new. Eagles fans are already hitting it up. Ambassadors on the way. Everything's coming. Everything's lining up. But hey, have a great rest of your day. Fly, Eagles, fly. And I'm out. This is BG31. Good morning, Philly. Peace.
How about our quarterback? How about our quarterback? I'm your quarterback. He's a stud. He is a stud. I knew he was going to play that way. I knew it.